Hey, check it out, Hammer fam. Welcome back to HammeredHead. We got another 30th anniversary collection figure, and following in line with the Jabba's Palace theme, it's going to be Princess Leia in Boushh Disguise. She's obviously a staple of the Jabba's Palace scene, so great to have her in the collection. I got a pretty cool picture of her up top. It's not my favorite artist depiction from the 30th anniversary collection, but it's nice. It still looks pretty good. And she's standing in there, helmet off to the side. She actually comes with a thermal detonator, which is pretty cool. And we get one of the Saga Legends coins, so it's like the generic movie one instead of the specific character, which I always, again, think is pretty lame, but it's okay. Always fun to get a coin. Then an awesome shot of her from the movie on the back. Princess Leia in Boushh Disguise. Princess Leia Organa disguises herself as the bounty hunter Boushh to sneak into Jabba the Hutt's palace. Once inside, Leia frees Han Solo from his carbonite casing. Her actions, however, are anticipated, and Jabba captures Leia and forces her to become a slave. Got a decent pose up there. Species, human from the planet Alderaan. Status, a leader in the Rebel Alliance. Weapon of choice, electrostaff and thermal detonator. Characteristic, determined, courageous, and daring. Nice. Yeah, this is one of the nicer versions of this figure. So definitely glad I picked it up to add to that really cool Jabba's Palace display we just checked out the other day. So let's open her up and see if she's going to fit in well. Alright, out of the box, she looks really good. I got a few issues with her articulation, which I'll get into later, but appearance-wise, she does look really phenomenal just standing there. They did a great job with this figure, especially the sculpt. But the helmet alone just has so much detail on it, so many different divots and paint apps and things going on. It looks super alien, just like in the movie. And if we pop it off, hopefully without taking her whole head, it's an okay face. Not the best by far. But she's got like a ponytail sticking out so that can go right under the helmet. So that's good. She got a bunch of belts and doodads all the way around. I especially like this like air pressure tank thing. Gas tank, whatever that is. That's a nice touch. She's got a good grip on both accessories for the most part. I really like the tunic. This like little flappy thing looks cool. The whole thing has just like a really nice flow to it. See, she's got like a cape. Molds right in. Again, nice shade and paint all around, especially on the pants. Tan boots that match the rest of the outfit. So there might be better versions of this figure out there. I know there's a vintage collection one, but this one's not too expensive and it definitely gets the job done. So for diorama purposes, this is pretty much exactly what we'd want. We got a few accessories. We already looked at the helmet, but yeah, it fits really nicely on the head. Great sculpt all around. She's got this like force pike electrostaff thing, which has a really unique mold to it. We don't really get a lot of cool accessories like this all the time. It is kind of a bit more flimsy, so you see there's like a bend in it. Not a huge deal, but it does make it look a little bit cheaper. That's really my only complaint about it. Other than that, the sculpt itself looks really awesome. And really, really small, you gotta be really careful not to lose it, is the thermal detonator. It's pretty much just a ball. There's a little bit of like a sculpt on it. But it's got like this little stick on the end that can go either into her hand or on her belt. So we saw it on the hand earlier. Let's try the belt. There, fits nice in there. It sticks out a little bit, but it's pretty firmly in there. As long as you're careful not to bump her arm into it and knock it out, it should stay in there. And last up is the coin. Again, just a generic Return of the Jedi one, but it looks okay. Always fun to have a random collectible. And like I mentioned earlier, articulation isn't great. She got a ball joint head, which is a little bit restricted because of the ponytail, but it's not too bad. And ball shoulders, which do move very well. But then she's only got swivel elbows and swivel wrists, which are a little tight. And then swivel waist there, under the cape. Swivel hips, and ball joint knees, nothing in the ankles. So yeah, definitely not up to snuff with modern articulation. It's enough to get her standing the way she does in the movie, though, so it gets the job done. Beep boop boop. Oh, I can't see. Who are you? Mr. Hammer. Han! I can explain. And so all in all, this is a great figure. There are probably better versions of him out there if you want to spend a little bit more to get, a definitive Boushh Leia. But this one gets the job done. Again, for diorama purposes, I think she looks really phenomenal. A little tough getting her to stand up all right, and not a whole lot going on with articulation, but she can, play the part well and fits right in. So if you want like an affordable Leia that looks very presentable, I would get this one for your Jabba's display. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.